Today, I want to talk about something that has been weighing on me for a while, and this is the current state of body sculpting within the beauty industry. Body sculpting has grown incredibly quickly, and with that growth comes a huge rise in people calling themselves specialists, educators, and trainers. Now, I want to be very clear. There are some truly excellent trainers in this industry, and there are professionals doing incredible work. But alongside that, there are also people teaching techniques they are simply not experienced enough or qualified enough to be teaching. And this is where my concern begins. When I look at body sculpting today, what worries me most is not the popularity of it, but it's the lack of standards that I'm seeing in some areas. I'm seeing improper techniques, poor treatment decisions, and that lack of confidence from some people that is not backed by education, real clinical understanding, or real experience. When we're working on somebody's body, that should concern all of us. This industry isn't just about selling treatments and posting before and afters. It's about understanding what you're doing, knowing when a client is or isn't suitable for a treatment, how to work safely, and knowing how to support people properly. Technique matters, education matters, and experience really matters. And if those things are missing, we could be putting people at risk. At the moment, body sculpting is a space where regulation and standards are significantly depending on where you are in the world. And while that allows the industry to grow, it creates gaps. This is where people can enter the space, perform treatments, and even train others without having a depth of knowledge that they should have. And that comes with a big level of responsibility. My concern is that there are too many people operating without the experience or understanding required to properly support their clients, especially when things don't go to plan. Because it's not just about performing the treatment, it's about knowing how to assess, how to adapt, and how to manage outcomes safely and professionally. For me personally, integrity matters just as much as the results. I don't like seeing fake things online. I don't see like fake followers, fake reviews, or misleading representations of an experience and results. And I don't believe in attacking people or publicly shaming others just because there's a different in opinion. This isn't how professionals in this industry should operate. Everything I share on my platform comes from my personal training, my experience, and my continued education. I've been in this industry 25 years, and I've spent years and years studying anatomy and physiology. I've got multiple qualifications, and I continue to learn because I love this industry. It evolves, and I want to evolve with it. That being said, not everyone has to agree with me. Different trainers have different methods, different countries have different standards, and different professionals will always have a difference in opinions, and that is completely normal. But if we're choosing to speak on a public platform, we also need to accept that others are allowed to question, challenge, and have a different perspective. And the professional way to handle this is through respectful adult conversations, not personal attacks. I've experienced both personal and private messages from people in this industry because I don't agree with a certain context that they have posted. And to be honest, that level of defensiveness raises real questions. Because if you're confident in your knowledge and your work, then there should be no need for that. I'm not here to call anyone out specifically. I'm here to say that body sculpting as an industry deserves higher standards and it deserves proper education. It deserves experienced practitioners and it deserves honesty. I believe that if you're a practitioner, invest in your education, understand what you are doing, and stay within your scope. Don't teach what you don't fully understand. And if you're a client, please do your research, ask questions, look beyond social media because it's polished. Somebody's profile doesn't always equal real experience. At the end of the day, body sculpting can be incredibly effective when it's done properly. But when it's driven by shortcuts, ego, or lack of knowledge, that's when people are getting let down and that's when harm can happen. And for me, that's not something I'll ever stay quiet about. If this has resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts below.